Trump's crusade against his defeat goes from failure to failure. Exhausted by the judges, weakened by fanciful witnesses, and now deprived of its main lawyer, who contracted COVID-19, Donald Trump's guerrilla war against his electoral defeat is turning into a fiasco. This file is a good illustration of the expression, "the train has passed," wrote a federal judge on Monday who, in a biting argument, refused to invalidate Joe Biden's victory in Michigan, as requested by allies of the president. "The people have spoken," added Linda Parker, denouncing allegations of fraud based on mere speculation and conjecture. This rebuff is the latest in a long series of the 50 or so actions taken across the United States to challenge the Democrats' victory. More than 40 have already been rejected, often harshly, by the judges, or abandoned. Other efforts by the president and his allies to challenge the verdict of the ballot box also bore no fruit. A recount in Wisconsin, at the Republicans' expense, even uncovered 87 more votes for his rival. As for the pressure exerted on local elected officials, cajoled or bullied, this has not prevented the certification of results in key states. Worse, some elected local Republican no longer hesitate to openly contradict the president. The vice governor of Georgia, Jeff Duncan, thus denounced Monday the mound of disinformation emanating from the White House, estimating that his accusations of fraud could be dismantled in 10 seconds. On a more diplomatic tone, the Minister of Justice, Bill Barr, yet a member of Donald Trump's close guard, assured that he had not seen sufficient evidence of fraud to change the result of the poll. Sketch. The setbacks pile up as the countdown grows urgent. The voters will meet in a week to elect the 46th President of the United States. Yet the Republican billionaire does not give up. On Saturday night, at a rally for Senate candidates, he again engaged in a formal attack on a rigged election. "We are winning," he hammered against all appearances. The next day, another severe blow. His personal lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, at the forefront after the withdrawal of several reputable legal firms, tested positive for the new coronavirus. The former New York mayor, 76, is hospitalized but said feeling good in a tweet Sunday evening. For the past month, he has worked hard to defend the president, sometimes at the risk of becoming ridiculous. Removed from the courtroom for decades, Rudy Giuliani painstakingly unfolded his arguments, getting caught up in procedural issues or stumbling over the word opacity. The dye from his hair dripping down his temples. At a press conference he echoed conspiracy theories, accusing Venezuela, Cuba, and the Democrats haphazardly of plotting an electoral plot. The witnesses featured at times seemed just as excessive, to the point, for one of them, of inspiring a skit on the flagship satirical show Saturday Night Live. In arms. Despite the ubiquitous nature of this crusade, it risked having deleterious effects. First, because it crippled elected Republican congressmen who, except for a small minority, still have not recognized Joe Biden's victory. No matter how much the former Vice President of Barack Obama presents himself as a reconciler, he may find it difficult to work with his opposition. But above all, because it has sown the poison of doubt in some minds. More than 1,500 legal experts on Monday denounced frivolous complaints which they said were intended only to undermine the faith of voters in the integrity of the elections. In this context, some seem tempted to take justice into their own hands. About 20 armed people surrounded the home of Michigan elected official responsible for overseeing the electoral process, Jocelyn Benson, on Saturday. In Georgia, election officials received threats, so a local Republican official, Gabriel Sterling, begged Donald Trump to change his tone. Otherwise, he warned, someone could be injured, shot, killed.